Good morning, guys. I hope everyone had a good weekend. We've got some decent movers in the market this morning. DPW, this Bitcoin-related stock, went all the way up to 382 this morning in pre-market. It's at 230 now, so it did give up a lot of it, but it looked to find support nicely at 2. And so we'll see if it can hold over 2 to see if it can make another run towards that high. And then CPRX just broke over $4. We'll see if it can hold since it's fairly recent that it broke over. We'll see if it can hold over 4 now and use it as support. NETE went all the way up to 650. Not the most volume, but it still had this really nice push from 514 where it closed on Friday up to 650. It's at 579 now. We'll see if it can hold support at this 550 level. And BNTC, I'm guessing this is another Bitcoin related stock, but it pushed over 3, reached all the way to 370. Gonna watch it to see if it can hold over 3 and then possibly break that 350 level. We got a few other ones that are moving as well. GROW looks really nice. It's all the way at 550 even now, and so we'll see what this one does. Gonna watch it to see if it holds support there. See about over 6. Also have LMFA, although this one's not moving as much. It's currently gapping up from 354 to 371, so we'll see if it makes a run for 4 this morning. We'll see. MARA went all the way up to 16.99 and then gave most of it back. It's at 7.92 now, so I mean technically it's still gapping up about $2. But gave up this entire push, went all the way up to 17, then back down to just under $8 now. So gonna watch it to see if it holds support at 750. Also MICT. This one ran pretty big in after hours on Friday all the way up to 214, and it ran a decent amount on Friday because it went up from, let's see, it gapped up overnight that night, went all the way up to $1.63 at the open Friday morning, and then gapped up some in after hours. Gave a lot of it back this morning down to 146 now. Going to watch it over 150, but this one looks interesting just to see if it can push and hold over 150 again. So I'm watching that one for sure. XNET, former runner, gave up some. We'll see if we can make a run. RIOT, same thing with this one. It's been running the last few weeks. It's starting to wash out a little bit, so we'll see if it can rebound and start to push up and start testing that high. I haven't downloaded it yet, Rick. I forgot you even sent me one. I haven't checked my email yet. I'll go check it now and download it if you sent it to me. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, really interested in CPRX over 4. DPW, I mean, I don't usually like this pattern of having this really big push and then giving up a lot of it. A lot of times these stocks like this will wash out when they do this, but we'll see. It could always rebound, but you know, just something I noticed is that when a stock has this big of a push and then gives up this much of the big push, usually it won't get all the way back up to the high. And so we'll see what it does, but not too confident in it. I really like CPRX to see if it can hold over $4. That's the one I'm interested in. It's at 395 now. It's having this slow gradual push. Not a huge gap up, so it's not too extended. I just want to see if it can hold over 4. It's been slowly grinding up these last few weeks. And so we'll see. MARA did kind of the same thing. I'll go ahead and add my watch list to the chat, but MARA did kind of the same thing. I mean, it had this ridiculous push all the way up to $17 and then went all the way back down to just under $8. So a ridiculous push. DXTR. Hold on, let me look at it. I remember this one. This one's an old cheap stock. And this one, I mean, it's a former runner, but it hasn't moved in a while. I've traded it a few times in between this little push here, in between 30 and 40 cents. But I mean, to be honest, it just doesn't look any different. It's been having a really narrow range lately. Really a half a cent range in the last few days for the most part. And so I don't know how confident I am it could run. I mean, it may, it's a cheap stock, most likely a low floater, but we'll see. I mean, it just hasn't been moving at all. Let me go back and look at the daily again. Yeah, I mean, it's been holding support at 15 cents, so we'll see if it could push up, but it's just basically a guessing game when this one's going to do anything. CPRX at $4 now. Good morning, Grant. No. TOPS. I mean, I like TOPS a little bit more. It's moving some in after hours, gapping a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, it's reversing from this downswing it's had the last few days, but I mean, it's gapping up some, so I like TOPS a little bit more. DXTR, it's just not doing anything. Not gapping, not moving, not really, doesn't really have high relative volume for the last few weeks, so I like TOPS a little bit more just because it's kind of reversing and gapping up now after it's been kind of headed down for the last 4 days. Mark, MARK. I mean, I do like the fact that this one's sitting right around $10. I mean, it got pushed all the way back down to $9.55, so we'll see if it can rebound and hold support at $9.50 to break 10 at the open. I mean, it looks like this was its first red day where it actually gapped down. Let me see. No, I mean, I guess Friday was its first red day, technically. But, I mean, the chart doesn't look bad. We'll see if it can break 10. It's just overextended a little bit, I think, up from 326. But you never know in this market, honestly. Stocks that I'll look at and I'll say, man, that thing is really extended. They will just continue to go up. RIOT is an example. Same thing with XNET. RIOT. I said this one was overextended the other day. It went all the way up to $29. And I mean, it did wash out back down to 19, dropping $10 overnight. But another good example of that is XNET. I kept saying this one was extended as well. And you can see this one just kept climbing up from 427 all the way to 24.91 in the last few months. So you never know, I guess. BLDP, Rick. Yeah, no problem, JR. Yeah, BLDP's gapping up some. It looks like some high relative volume, especially on Friday. So we'll see what this one does, see if it can make a break for that 550 level. I'll watch this one. Good morning, Michael. What's up, guys? Hope everyone had a good weekend. I'm watching DPW here. We'll see if it can break this 250 level. That's one I'm kind of interested in to see what it does there. As well as this high right here at 261. But yeah, DPW is a Bitcoin related stock, and so I mean, keep an eye on the Bitcoin to see what it's doing. I know it's at around, I think it's at like 60 or 9,600 right now, 90, maybe a little bit higher, I think. And so be careful with that one. I mean, watch it to see if Bitcoin tanks, then this one might take a dip and just follow it. But we'll see. What's up, Anthony? What's up, man? Watching MICT as well. This one had a run on Friday, gapped up some in after hours, but then it came all the way back down. So this one's kind of a tricky one. I mean, technically it's still gapping up some, but look at this move. It went all the way up to 214, down all the way to 125, and then back up to 150, and so now it's gapping up again. But just for it to make this big move right here, going up from basically 150 all the way to 214, and then back down to 125, just unpredictable, you know. It's curious about GROW as well. This one did kind of a similar move. Went all the way up to 750, back all the way down to 5, and now it's at 550. And so it's still gapping up some from its 491 close on Friday, but crazy, ridiculous move here. Good morning, Pierre. We're good, man. Kids finally went back to school. I'm feeling better. My son's feeling better, so we're all good now. It took a long time, though. When one person in my family gets sick, everybody gets sick, so I guess my immune system's getting built up, I guess. I'll see if I can find a few more stocks that are moving. TEUM is one I missed. TEUM. I'm going to go ahead and add my watch list to the chat. I realized I didn't do that yet. So this one went all the way up to 210, down to 132. It's up from 91 cents. I don't know. That doesn't look right. Yeah, it looks like it closed at 108. I don't know why this thing says 91. That's weird. Let's see what else there is. OHRP. OHRP. I really like this one. It's up from 76 cents, pushed over $1. It's at 103 now. So check out OHRP. That's a decent one as well. You can see it's at 103 now. Big volume spike in pre-market this morning. So that one's moving really nicely. Let's see if I could find anything else. MGCD. DPW up to 260. MGCD as well, although this one's not moving enough for me. It's at 1097. Very narrow range so far in after hours and pre-market, so we'll see. I know somebody said TOPS already. NXTD maybe. I mean, it's gapping up some. It's at 151 now. We'll see about that one. TIME is gapping up. EARS was gapping up, but it gave up most of the push. I mean, technically it's still gapping up, but not my favorite one right now. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add my watch list to the chat. We've got a bunch of volume this morning in the market, a lot of gappers, so hopefully we get some good setups. Yeah, we also have NETE. I forgot to show this one, NETE. I mean, it's gapping up some. It's at 562. And so we'll see what it does. DPW is getting a late pre-market volume spike. It's at 279 now, so that one's looking really nice. Looks strong. Yeah, appreciate it, Pierre. Yeah, NEPT. Yeah, it needs some more volume, but it doesn't look bad. I mean, we'll see it for a 150 test. I like OHRP right now. It looks to be flagging over $1 really nicely, but we'll see if it continues. UGAZ. Yeah, I added a TEUM to my watch list. It looks decent. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. All right, so OHRP is at $1 now. DPW is all the way to $2.90. All right, so TEUM at 133. A lot of big gappers that gave up a lot of the big push. So we'll see if DPW can test $3 now. It looks to be pushing up really strong with some decent volume. You can see the volume here. So going to be watching that one for sure. OHRP down to $1 again. All right, so we'll see if OHRP can hold over $1. It keeps getting rejected, and it doesn't look like it wants to hold. Good morning, Andre. What's up, man? Let's see. I'm watching BNTC as well. This is one I'm curious about. It's at 310. Gonna keep an eye on that one. Yeah, DPW is probably the strongest one. I think most people are going to be watching this one. Look at this volume just in after hour in pre-market. 130,000 shares traded a minute. 125. But nice volume so far in pre-market for DPW. We'll see what it does. But hopefully it can continue its climb up. LMFA kind of pushing back up again. Kind of slowly pushing back up. At 410 now. This one ran pretty big on Friday, if I remember. I think this is the one that ran on Friday. So it's at 410 now at the high of the day. BNTC at 330 now. Watching it in between 3 and 350. We'll see if DPW flags a little bit here and then makes a break for $3. Good morning, for real. A lot of movement this morning, which makes sense because everybody's coming back trading today after some people didn't trade on Friday, and so some people are coming back today. All right, so DPW at 283 now. We'll see if it can rebound and get 3. LMFA is pushing up. It's at 415 now, so that one looks really nice. Holding over 4. CPRX gave a lot of it up. It's sitting at 380. I'm still going to watch this one, though. Alright, so we'll see if the volume can keep up with some of these stocks. DPW's at 277 now. We'll see if it can continue to push up and test $3 again. I know, you see that, Andre? That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of these have the kind of a very similar pattern. Like, DPW went all the way to 382, gave a lot of it back. GROW went all the way up to 749, gave it all back to 566. MICT did the same thing, went all the way up to 214, gave it all the way back, went down to 125, it's back up to 151. Probably the craziest one is RIOT. This one went up to 29.42, now it's down to 20. Also, XNET did the same thing, up to 26.50, down to 23.81, but not as serious as a move. There's a few more that did this as well. GROW up to 7.49, down to 5.61. NETE did kind of a similar thing, but not as bad. MGCD kind of getting a late push. It's at 11.79 now. So a lot of these crazy movers. The worst one, I guess, that did that is MARA. Look at this one. Went all the way up to basically $17. Gave it all the way back down to $8.23. So crazy move. Yeah. Crypto's had a crazy weekend. Yeah, Andre, that move was ridiculous. I would be so mad if I held that thing long. Which makes me a little nervous to even swing trade, to be honest, just because with those ridiculous moves, I mean, you never know what's going to happen with these stocks. SRAX did one as well. Yeah, SRAX did the same thing. Man, a lot of these stocks did the exact same thing. This one's actually red on the day now. It closed at 769. It's at 750. So this one actually, now it's red on the day after that huge move up to $11. So, man, just a ridiculous move. Like a 26 or 27% move and then a 30% drop. So, who knows what's going on. But a bunch of ridiculousness here, for sure. Let's see what LMFA does here at 410. See if the volume can pick up. Watching OHRP to see if it makes another break for $1. DPW testing that previous high around 290. We'll see if it can come up now. Break $3. DPW at 291 now. We'll see if it keeps going and can make a, continue to push up here. MTBC. Good morning, Team Blue. What's up, Rick? What's up, Rick? MTBC. Oh, I do like MTBC. I missed this one. At 275. Reached the high of 349. So it got rejected at the $0.50, but we'll see if it can flag here and push up. But I do like MTBC. Let's look at the daily chart. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It looks like it could have a little push here sometime. So, especially if it gets around here to fill some of this gap down, or this big drop. LMFA, we'll see what this one does. This one's not a bad chart. I mean, it's up to the high of the last 6 months. So we'll see what this one does. BNTC. We'll watch this one as well. Good morning, Kevin. EARS. Good morning, JCG. Mr. Axe. Kevin. Let's see. EARS. Yeah, EARS, it just needs a little bit more volume to see if we can get over 1. If it breaks 1, I'm interested in it, but it needs some more volume to push. GROW. Yeah, GROW, I have this little, it's going to have a little channel here forming in between 550 and 6. So I'm going to watch for it to break one of those. If it breaks 6, it has some room after this gap down up to, maybe 657. So we'll see. A lot of crazy movement in the market this morning, though. MICT is kind of slowly pushing up. It's at 165 now. Gonna watch this one. Same thing with MARA, kind of pushing up at 867 now. Watching it. Good morning, Flan. Nice, Grant. You got the real time going on Thinkorswim? Awesome, man. How'd you do it? You just asked them for it? OHRP all the way down to 93 cents. Don't like it as much anymore now since it gave up that big push. We'll see though. DPW at 94 at 296. So we'll see if it keeps going. Obviously watching MTBC over 350. Alright guys, we got about 5 minutes. Alright, so DPW broke $3 now, guys. It's at 303. Curious to see what it does here. Morning, Scott. Oh, nice, Grant. Nice, Rick. You got your Ustock account approved. Awesome, man. Edwin, there's a few different patterns I look for. Um, Mostly right after the open, I look for either the 1 minute pullback setup or the pre-market high break. And so I have a few videos. Go check my video section on my YouTube channel to see like a explanation of what those setups are basically. But yeah, my favorite and the one that probably has the best percentage results is the 1 minute pullback setup. It's basically when a stock kind of goes up, starts to run a little bit and has one red candle on the 1 minute chart, 1 minute pullback, and then breaks the high of that previous candle and keeps going. That's usually where I like to enter. Other one's the pre-market high break. I mean, that one's pretty self-evident. At 350, for instance, if the pre-market high was here at 370, if BNTC started to push up, I like to get in when it breaks the pre-market high. Like an example, again, is here at 370 for BNTC. Nice, Andre. Yeah, that's probably a smart thing to do. If you're up on the trade on DPW, I mean, this is a Bitcoin related stock. And so if Bitcoin starts to, push up and break 10,000, this one could run a lot more, but it's still inherently risky just because it's up so much already, All right, guys, we got 3 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab some water, and then we can get to our trade day. All right, so I'm back. MTBC. Yeah, I got up to 365. That looked like a really good pre-market high break if it can stay at 350. Because something I've always said, and like I said, I'm not an expert or anything like that, but one thing I notice is that the more setups that are going on simultaneously, so the more setups that are going on at the same time, the better your odds are in that specific trade. I've always thought that. So if it can break the pre-market high as well as that 350 level for the $half break, it's in my opinion, it may work better. But like I said, I'm not an investment professional. I'm not an expert. That's just what I think works well. Because if you think about it, technical analysis only works because other people think it does. And I went over that in a previous video, but it only works because other people think it does. And so the more people that are watching for a specific pattern or setup, the more momentum it's going to have. And so if two of them are going on at the same time, you have double the people watching it and double the people potential buying it to make it push up, if that makes sense. Yeah, no problem, Edwin. Good morning, Black Monday. What's up, man? All right, guys, we got 20 seconds. Good luck in the market, guys. Hopefully we can all make some money. Last week was tough, though, so hopefully I can rebound this week. All right. There goes DPW. At 312, 315, 319. DPW is running. 324. Down to 303. Up to 315. All right, so GROW is breaking over 6. At 615 now for GROW. going to be careful just because DPW dropped all the way back down to under $3. And these are all have really similar patterns. And so I'm going to be careful with it. Yeah, DPW washed out. I don't know. GROW looks good. NOG. I'm watching NOG here. It's at 135, breaking the pre-market high. Yep, I'm gonna buy this one. All right, so I'm in NOG. It just broke the pre-market high. It's at 139, 140. $141. DPW back up to high of the day now. Crazy move, up to 341. Up to 339. Crazy move, guys. This one's running pretty big. It looks like up to 350. I'm going to give NOG a little bit more time to work with me. I'm going to set a stop loss, though, at 134, maybe 135. For a $7 loss. Just try to give it a little bit of time. Up to 142. Yeah, my U-stock's kind of lagging a little bit, guys. I don't know how I like that. GROW at 647. All right, so NOG is at 143 now. We'll see if it can make a push for that 150 level. It had a really nice little micro pullback here. And so, got to try to give NOG a little bit of time to work with me. It's at 143 now. It got up to 144. DPW back all the way down to $3. MICT maybe starting to push, it looks like. At 165 now. Yeah, MICT had a little washout long setup here, guys. At 165 for MICT. NOG's trying to get up there. 167 for MICT. Yeah, NOG's down to, I don't know what this one's doing. It's being kind of crazy. MICT up to 172, guys. Yeah, I'm going to get out of this one. It's not doing what I want it to. May have gotten out of it a little late. Yeah, I think I took like a $2 loss, or not a $2 loss, like a 90-cent gain. So basically a break-even trade. If it follows through here and continues to push up, I'm going to get frustrated, but oh well. MICT though, guys, up to 174. Look at this thing move. Alright, so I'm going to watch MICT here to see if it has a 1 minute pullback. I don't know, I kind of like NOG again, but first trade was a break-even trade. I was up like 90 cents in it, so it's essentially a break-even trade, but CERC, DPW dropping big. CERC looks to be running up, guys. MICT at 170. CERC at 132 now. $133. Here's the drop on MICT. CPRX. CPRX is coming back here after that big drop in pre-market. Up to 357. A lot of fake outs this morning. CPRX, guys, up to 360. 362. $365 on CPRX. Alright, so I might get in NOG again here. Alright, so CERC had a really nice 1 minute pullback though. I might hop in it. I'm debating on CERC or NOG again. I guess I like CERC a little bit more. We'll see if it follows through. About 75 shares here. See if it can keep going. So I'm in CERC at about $1.38. Up to 142. There we go. See if it'll test 150. It's on the 139. 136, back up to 141. NOG keeps getting rejected at 145. We'll see. CERC's back down to where I entered it at 138. Back up to 140. Back up to 141. OHRP. At 96 cents again. OHRP is kind of slowly grinding back up here. It looks like it's going to test $1 again. Maybe try to get over $1. It's at 96 cents for OHRP. CERC still sitting at 142. MGTI Q. Yeah, MGTI is at 314. It looks like it got halted though. All right, so CERC is at 143 now. Up to 145. There we go. Let's see if it can make a run for 150. Up to 146, 148. We'll go ahead and get out here for a $10 gain, $11 gain. All right, so that was a decent gain on CERC. I'm up about $10, maybe $11. So that was a good gain on CERC. That's what I wanted it to do, was break 150. I got out at about 153, I think. Just because it could get rejected at that 150 level, but CERC ended up working for me. CPRX is at 375. But yeah, 1 minute pullback setup is what CERC was. Yeah, MGTI's OTC. I can't trade it. CERC is trying to stay over 150 now. CPRX is at 379 now. Looks to be continuing to run at 380. INO, Andre. Yeah, INO is slowly grinding up here. I mean, it's a slow move, but it's pushing up. It's at 482 now. Just broke that pre-market high at 480. We'll see if it holds support at that pre-market high now. Watching OHRP here. It's at 95 cents. We're watching it for the $1 break. See if the OHRP can get another volume spike here to continue. Alright, so there goes OHRP at 98 cents now, guys. CPRX is running too. Man, it's hard to keep track. Everything's pushing up. OHRP at $1 now. We'll see if we can make it over $1 again on OHRP. JMEI, guys. JMEI is up to 317 now. Having a big push after it broke $3. And OHRP broke over $1. It's at 103 now. JMEI at 320, pushing up nicely. We'll see if OHRP can hold support over $1. SRRA. SRRA is kind of waking up here. It's at 269 for SRRA. Waking up with some volume. OHRP got pushed back down under $1. It's at 97 cents now. We'll see if it holds support here at 98, but it just broke under it, so who knows. But JMEI is at 319 now. It's going to need a pullback sometime soon, I think, for JMEI. All right, we'll see if SRRA can wake up a little bit more with some volume. It had this really nice kind of push and breakout over its small range, so we'll see. Looks like a I'm gonna keep an eye on it. SRRA at 270 now. JILL is grinding up as well. It's at 593. All right, so watching JMEI here for a 1 minute pullback. Maybe it needed a pullback, and so we'll see what it does here. JILL at 593. CDXC waking up. It's at 722 now. Volume's picking up a little bit. All right, so JILL at 594. Had a 1 minute pullback. We'll see if it follows through with it. At 596 now. BIOC waking up a little bit. It's at 69 cents. Back all the way down to 62. So a ridiculous drop here after a big volume spike. We'll see if it picks up that push, but I don't like that on BIOC. There it goes. It picked it right back up, but still don't like it. A little sketchy. All right, we'll see if JMEI can flag here and push over, break this 320 high. All right, there goes JMEI. At the high of the day now at 320 for JMEI. LTBR waking up a little bit with some volume at 109 now. INO kept pushing, held support where that previous pre-market high was. And JMEI breaking over the high of the day at 322 now. LTBR trying to follow through here. JMEI at 323, back down to 321. Back up to 323, so JMEI is breaking over the high of the day. GVO is kind of breaking out here from its range. TNK doing the same thing as well. Gross sitting right around the high of the day. MARA. Yeah, we'll see if it holds support at 9. Alright, so JMEI at 325 now. DPW is watching out. So there goes GROW at 684. JMEI is at 325 now. Very obvious flag pattern on JMEI. But grow all the way up to 672. Yeah, you said DPW is washing out. Yep. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. It's just too overextended. All right, so JMEI at 327. High of the day, just broke it at 328 now. Same thing with MICT. It washed out too, similar to DPW, down to 139. WYY continuing a little bit at 71 cents. We'll see if it wakes up some more. JMEI at 328. JMEI at 333, pushing up nicely on JMEI. MBVX testing that high of pre-market at 86 cents. But really nice move on JMEI. Really obvious flag pattern there. Missed it, but really nice move nevertheless. Really pretty chart. I think it needs a pullback sometime soon, even if it's just a 1 minute pullback. MBVX kind of slowly grinding up with some volume, testing that 86 cent high. I can't trade MBVX, but it's at the high of the day nevertheless. See if RIOT can reverse here. Watch Watching JMEI to see if it has a 1 minute pullback. TNK, slow grind up at 169 now. CDNA breaking up over 7 at 7:05 now. CDNA. Alright, so I'm watching JMEI here to see if it can keep going. I'm a little worried it's just going to fake people out though. TNK up to 170. Watching CDNA here to see if it holds support at 7. GROW, big washout all the way down to 618. Alright, so CDNA is at the high of the day at 709 now. This looks like an opening range breakout. Yep, opening range breakout here on CDNA. You can see the opening range was here and here. Broke past it. Alright, so JMEI is at the high of the day again. It's at 340. This one's pushing up really nicely at 343. 345. Alright, so JMEI is all the way up to 350 now. Really nice push. Really pretty move, honestly. Nice chart. This one's been, it seems like it's been reliable for the most part. The high of the day breaks have been going. You can see the 1 minute pullback here. Once it broke that previous high, it ran as well. So, looks like a pretty reliable chart. We'll see, though. I mean, we'll see what it does at 350. TNK up to 172. Nice job, Grant. Awesome trade, bro. Roca Flan. Yeah, Roca woke up a little bit. I missed it. It's at 116 now. We'll see if it follows through here. TNK up to 173 and JMEI up to 355, 356. Pushing up nicely. Yeah, Roca, I mean, it's just having these big swings up and down. So I don't know if I trust it. Up to 361 on JMEI. JMEI up to 364 now. $365. Really pretty move up to 366. Steadily increasing volume. You can see the volume is just going up nice and steady. It continues to go up over and over again up to 368, a high of 370 now for JMEI. 371. This one's starting to run, guys. This one's picking up some speed now. Up to 375. 377. This one's running big now. 380. This one's going to get halted, I think. Possibly. Up to 380. 386. This one's picking up some speed, guys. JMEI. I think people buying it now may be chasing it, so be careful just because it's up so much already. It needs a pullback here, definitely. I thought it needed one at 365, but this one's pushing up really nice. Good trade, Andre, if you're in that still. Back up to 380. I'm not getting in it. It's too late for me. But it's just a really pretty chart, nevertheless, up to 382. See if it has a pullback here. It's probably going to need one right here just to give it that kind of momentum to kind of consolidation is healthy. And so I think it probably needs one here before it can try $4. So I think it'll probably pull back here maybe. I don't know. High of the day now. Yep, there it goes. 388. 92. Maybe I was wrong. This thing doesn't need a pullback. It's too strong. Up to 390. Look at this move. Beautiful move on JMEI. Nice trade, Andre. JMEI up to 392, 393. At the high of day now, 394. We'll see if it goes for 4. I'm worried it may get halted here just because this move is such a big move. It definitely needs a pullback down to 384. It may be, Rick. I think it's the stream, man. The stream is about 30 seconds delayed. And so stream may be anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds delayed is the stream, Rick. So it's probably just the lag on the stream. Yeah, so here's the pullback on JMEI. It needs a pullback to try to break 4. And if it didn't pull back before 4, I think it would break 4 and then wash out. So it needs this pullback here. In my opinion. Alright, so there's the 1 minute pullback. We'll see if it just does a 1 minute pullback here and makes another push for 4. Maybe a little bit bigger than that, I think, though. All right, so JMEI is at 380 now. NOG, this is when I got in earlier. NOG finally broke that wall it had at 145. Got up to 149. Alright, so we'll see if JMEI continues to try to push back here. It's already a big move, so it's extended. So be careful if you're considering it. NOG's up to 149. It broke that wall it had at 145. Yeah, JMEI back down to 373. It's just extended right now. It's just a little overextended in my opinion, just from that huge move. Alright, so NOG's at 150 now. Up to 151, NOG. $152. 154. NOG is pushing up here. 155. NOG breakout. 155 now. Down to 153. Up to 154. NOG is moving, guys. See if it holds support over 150. That's ultimately what I'm looking for with that one now. Alright, so NOG at 157. Should have held this one. I bought this one at 135 earlier. Ended up selling it at like 138 or 137 for a break-even trade. But it's up to 156 now. Should have held. And NOG gave all of it back down to 152. We'll see if it holds support at 150. CDXC at 714 now. Slow grind up. See if it can test the high of the day at 723. JMEI giving it all back down to 359. We'll see if JMEI can hold support at 350 now. NOG back up to 156. AMCN. AQMS kind of waking up with some volume here at 335 now. Watching NOG here to see what it does over 158. Watching JMEI to see if it holds support at 350. Up to 357. NOG still at 156 even. Down to 155. Man, MARA washed out. DPW is trying to come back a little bit at 236. UQM's waking up. It's at 163. Check out UQM. Volume spiked up. It's at 163. Doesn't have the biggest range, but I mean, it looks to be waking up with some volume, so we'll see. All right, so NOG at 157, just a little bit under the high of the day at 158. All right, so it's at the high of the day now at 158 for NOG. We'll see what NOG does here at 160 now. Alright, so NOG got up to 164. It's at 161 now. We'll see what it does here. BLPH. RXII trying to push up here, needs some volume. CDXC pushing up to test the high of the day, possibly at 717 now. NOG got rejected at the high of the day. Alright, so CDXC at 720 now. RXII at 74 cents at the high of the day as well. We'll see if the volume picks up a little bit. That's what I want to see. Alright, so NOG still sitting at 160. There it goes up to 163. Back down to 160. You're back in JMEI. Calm down, Andre. Looks like you got out at the right time, though. It's at 347 now. Yeah, break even. Don't worry about it, man. I mean, you're still up on the day, huh? So you should be good. Alright, so CDXC at 719. The high of the day is at 723. Watching that one. See what I'm trying to see what NOG is going to do here. It's at 160 now. High of the day is at 164. You can see it had this huge wall earlier at 145. So when it finally broke it after that flat top, you can see it had this really nice push. This is a flat top if I've ever seen one, right here. Very obvious flat top right there. DPW. Yeah, it's at 242. Looks to be finding some resistance there. EKSO. Check out EKSO, guys. It's popping up here. Testing $3 now. Had this nice little push at 292. So yeah, check out EKSO. It's moving some with some volume. Look at this volume spike here. Let's see if it follows through though. Had 180,000 shares traded in that minute. So we'll see if it follows through here. So far it's not doing too bad. It's at 40,000 shares. But watching EKSO nevertheless. GURE. Yeah, I'm going to stop watching JMEI. Yeah, GURE is kind of pushing up. Needs some more volume. EKSO still sitting at 291. Didn't have the follow-up volume like I really wanted it to, but we'll see what it does here. Volume starting to slow down in the market. Yeah, this morning was nice though. We had a lot of decent volume. JMEI before it washed out, it was actually a really pretty chart. Really pretty chart. Pretty reliable this morning for the most part. Had this flag right here, broke through it, held. Had another flag right here, broke through it, held. Had a 1 minute pullback here, which should have been my entry. Pushed up really nicely afterwards, so pretty reliable. Not that many fake outs except for here, but it never really got over 4. So a nice chart on JMEI. Hopefully we get some more like that tomorrow. Alright, so EKSO at 393 now. NOG. We'll see if it holds support at 150. At 294 for EKSO here. Later, Rick. Thanks for coming, man. See you on. I'll check out that video you sent me at my email. Hope to see you tomorrow, Rick. All right, so EKSO's at 395 now. Really curious to see if this one will break 3. Up to 390 or up to 296 for EKSO. Really curious to see what it will do here. I drew this support and resistance line a while ago. I didn't draw this one today. And so you can see it bounced directly off of it still, just from me drawing this resistance line a few weeks ago. And so you can leave these resistance lines on the chart and they'll still follow them. But okay, it's up to 299. Let's see what EKSO will do here. Yeah, true commentary. Hey man, I'm up like $10 or $11. I'm happy with it. You know, it's a green day. A green day is a green day. And if I would have used larger share size, I would have been up more. But I'm still learning. So yeah, I mean, I've had 2 trades today. One's a break even, and one was a profitable trade. And so I'm happy with my day for now. I don't know if I'll get in anything else. We'll see. Not gonna force anything, but EKSO's up to $3 even. At 99.60, up to over $3. There it goes at 301 now. 302. EKSO breaking over the whole dollar. We'll see if it can hold. MARA. Yeah, up over 8 now. FCSC, guys, is pushing up nicely. It's at 180 now. It's having a volume spike. So check out FCSC. It's at 179. We'll see if it continues here. Down to 172. Crazy drop. But it's pushing up with some decent volume nevertheless. EVLV at 159 on EVLV. And MARA is pushing up over 8. Good call, commentary. All right, so EKSO sitting firmly at 3, down to 298 now. Watching EVLV here, it's up to the high of the day at 160. Nice volume. I don't necessarily trust FCSC. I don't necessarily like stocks that do this. Many times they'll wash out here. All right, so EVLV at 160 now. Alright, so FCSC's at 169. EKSO struggling to hold over 3. It's at 298. EVLV, I mean, it's not moving that fast, but it's at 159 now with some decent volume, so. FCSC washed out, and thus is why I don't trust those. EVLV at 160 now. HIVE at the high of the day at 532. CDTI is interesting. TEUM is kind of reversing here. TEUM at 130. 131. But yeah, TEUM looks decent. I mean, if it could break this 135 high of the day, it had a lot of resistance there. I'm interested in it. On TEUM at 131 now. Watching TEUM to see what it does here, to see if it can continue to break that 135 area. Possible washout long on the 5-minute. Alright, so EKSO finally held over 3. It's at 302 now, right around the high of the day. Watching EKSO here at 304 now. It's back down to 303. All right, Flan. Hopefully see you tomorrow, man. Thanks for watching, man. All right, so EKSO at 305. Back down to 3. Up to 305 again. Crazy move. We'll see if it holds support here. Those emojis, huh, Andre? I never got into emojis. Never got into them. I guess I'm too old for emojis. I don't know. I'm almost 30. So back when I was a teenager, all I had was those Nokia old school phones with Snake on them. At 305 for EKSO. We'll see if this one keeps going. At 304. $312. Yeah, right around there. Has that resistance at 315. That may be accurate. Regardless, there's not enough room to make me really want to get in it. It's at 307 now, but just not enough room at 309. So, I mean, it's pushing up. Look to have found some support at 3, finally. Smileys? How old are you, Andre, if you don't mind me asking? That's rough, MR. Yeah, TEUM up to 3, up to 131. Nice moving after hours of pre-market. You'll learn from it, MR. I mean, that's the good thing about trading is that you always, you usually learn from your mistakes for the most part. All right, so TEUM's testing the high of the day at 135. 38, Andre? Okay, yeah, I'm almost 30. But yeah, I think trading's kind of like poker. I don't know if y'all know about poker, but it's like you never remember the times you win big hands, but you can remember with extreme vividness the crucial and horrible losses you take. And so I'm sure it's kind of like poker where you don't really remember your winners that much, but you always remember your brutal losses. All right, so EKSO up to 315 now. It had some previous resistance at 315 on EKSO, so we'll see. $49 with a beer belly, huh? There's nothing wrong with a beer belly, All right, so EKSO up to 315. Up to 316, so it broke that resistance it had at 315. We'll see if it keeps going here on EKSO. TEUM's right at the high of the day at 135. What's up, Graham? What's up, man? Joking about being 49 or joking about having a beer belly, Adelie? All right, so we'll see if TEUM can break that 135 resistance where that previous high of the day was. But what's up, Graham, man? Where you been at, man? What have you been trading lately, Graham? You been still messing with the OTC market? AHBI? AHPI? Yeah, AHPI got halted on the way up. Really big push, though. Really nice push. Was halted, though. That previous resistance is at 332. So it went all the way up to that. Got halted at 329. Interesting. All right, so TEUM still struggling to get over that previous high at 135. We'll see what it does here. Man, DPW still making a comeback. Up to 264 now. Sorry guys, I got a Amazon customer emailing me, so just give me a second. All right, so AHPI is resumed. It's back down to 316. But I mean, it pushed over nicely over that previous high at 332. All right, so EKSO got up to 320. Sorry, guys. I was dealing with an Amazon customer asking me questions. UTSI. UTSI is waking up, guys. It got up to 413, 414. So check out UTSI. It looks like a decent chart. We'll see if it follows through here, though. Has some nice volume coming into this big push, though, so we'll see. Man, ROKU has been on a tear these last few weeks. See ya, Andre. Later, man. See you tomorrow. Nice, Graham. So you're back to the dark side, huh, Graham? Yeah, TEUM still getting rejected at that 135 level. I mean, now when it finally does break, it may run, and so that's a play I'm interested in on TEUM to see if it follows through. AHPI slowly grinding back up here. All right, so UTSI had a nice little 1 minute pullback. Missed it dealing with this Amazon customer. Man, I think I'm a little late on it now. And AHPI had this really big push all the way to 375 and then went all the way back down. But yeah, I missed the 1 minute pullback on UTSI. Looked like a really good choice, but a little too late. Up to 326. That's why I love this 1 minute pullback. So if you don't know about the 1 minute pullback setup, it's essentially when a stock runs up like this, it has, everybody's waiting for an entrance after it has this really big push right here. You can see these 4 candles have this really nice push. So everybody's waiting for an entrance, right? And so usually people like to buy on the dip. And so it starts to push up and then everybody starts to buy here and it has this really nice push up to 129. It's definitely the most reliable strategy that I use. Reviewing all my previous trades, it's the one that has worked out for me the most, being the 1 minute pullback. And, that's why it's one of my favorite setups. Even if this thing turns around here, I mean, it's already up over 10 cents, up to 129, 14 cents. And so that's why it's my favorite setup. You can see why. I like to see it a little bit more vertical. If it's a little bit more horizontal and it's kind of sideways, I don't like the 1 minute pullback as much. But if it's a really vertical push like this and it has a pullback and then it continues with the vertical movement up, that's when I really like it. Man, dropped all the way down to 406. That's a sketchy drop, honestly. That's a very sketchy drop. But yeah, that's super sketchy, getting manipulated some. Glad I didn't hold through that. That's very sketchy. All right, so TEUM at 135. So commentary and Michael. No, I don't. Don't listen to Adley. That is not true. So basically what I do is I've been doing it for about 4 or 5 years. I have a used book business on Amazon. Okay, so there goes TEUM. Hold on one second. At 140. Really thinking about getting in here after this push to see if it tests 150. Man, I just missed it though. Now it's right under that $0.50. I don't know if I like it now. But anyways, so I have a used book business. And so for the last 5 years, I have a scanner, like a Bluetooth scanner. And it will scan the back of a book or anything with the barcode really and tell me how much it's worth. Okay? And so I go to thrift stores and, my favorite places to go to are charity thrift shops. Those are the best places to go to, really, because they sell books for 50 cents. And so essentially, I just go there and scan every book they have. And if it's worth more than $10, I buy it for 50 cents and then resell it, making $9.50 profit. But I've been doing it for years and years, and so I probably have 6,000 or 7,000 books at home right now. And so I sell used books. So I just build up inventory. If it's worth more than $10, I buy it for 50 cents or $1 and resell it to make a pretty decent margin profit. And like I said, I've been doing it for years and years, and so I have my inventory's huge now, and I don't have to go out and get books as much as I used to, but I still go a few times every week just to maintain my inventory, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's what pays the bills. That's what I pay the bills with. That's like my main job. I'm also a real estate agent, and so if anybody's in Texas and ever needs a real estate agent, let me know. I could be your realtor. We could talk trading while I do it. And I also outsource and publish Kindle ebooks, and so I pay people to write ebooks for me, nonfiction ebooks, probably around 6,000 or 7,000 words. I research popular topics, and so I pay people to write ebooks, and then I publish them under my name and have them relinquish all the rights to me since I'm paying them. And then I publish it under my name, and I make royalties from that each month. I probably have about 50 books published on Kindle right now, and so I make money from that as well. Yeah, commentary. The Amazon thing's my full-time job. It's what I make the most money with. It's what pays the bills ultimately. I mean, I still make money with ebooks as well, and real estate, but the main kind of earner is the Amazon business. All right, so we'll see what UTSI does here. TEUM. I missed my entry, and I don't want to get in before 150 because it could always get rejected there. So we'll see what it does here. Finessing people, huh? Yeah, I try, Adley. I try. But it's actually a really profitable business, and I don't mind telling people because, I mean, the only way it's really going to hurt me is if they live in the same city I do, which is it's not very likely. But yeah, I find books all the time that are worth $200 or $300. Mostly I find books that are worth $20 or $30, but just $20 or $30 books. Every time I go, I usually get about 30 books. And so if they're all worth at least $10, that's $300 worth of books that I get in about 20 or 30 minutes. And so I have a scanner that scans the barcode really quick. It's a Bluetooth laser barcode scanner. And so it will scan it really quick so I don't have to do anything and I just go from book to book. UTSI up to 433 now. Yeah, commentary, it's profitable, man. Like, it's for sure profitable. And it's a good business. I mean, it's work and it's an investment like anything else, especially when you're first getting started. But once you build up enough books and you build up your inventory enough, it's sustainable and the margins are great. Amazon takes their cut, but the margins are pretty good. I actually have a video on this. Hold on, watch. I'll show you. I'll go ahead and add the video. I'll show you my living room. Yeah, check out this video commentary. I'm gonna add this video here. Check it out. that will kind of show you what my front office looks like at my house with the book business. So yeah, if you want to see what it's like, go to that YouTube video I just put in the comment section. UTSI up to 435 now. Yeah, no problem, Randy. Yeah, I mean, I really don't mind telling people, because the only way it's really going to affect me is if other people in the same city within 20 miles of me start going to the same places I'm going, which is just pretty unlikely. You know, you guys are all over the country and all over the world, and so it's not going to affect me if I tell y'all, because y'all aren't going to you know, cut down on any of my books, because y'all aren't in the same place as I am, and so it doesn't affect me whatsoever if I tell anybody. But yeah, watch that video if you want to see my living room. And I have 2 rooms in my house that are all dedicated to books, so I have tons and tons of books. But yeah, Amazon FBA commentary. I don't do FBA. I'm merchant fulfilled. Sorry. And so I don't have Amazon do it for me. They take a little bit too much of my profits, and so I'd rather just ship the books out myself. I just organize them all in alphabetical order and ship them myself, because Amazon will take a big cut from it if I have them do it, and so it's more profitable for me, at least, to do it myself. All right, so TEUM is at 147. Yeah, DPW is still at 288. And TEUM's climbing up to 150. And it's limited liquidity right when it gets up to 150. That's odd. All right, so TEUM at 149 now. And DPW slow grind back up. It's at 286 now. We'll see what it will do here. DPW at 290 now. TEUM at 149. We'll see if it makes the break for the 150 high of the day break. DPW getting close to $3 now. OHRP, what's up, farts? Where you been, man? OHRP. Yeah, I mean, OHRP has this little channel forming here. So I'm interested to see if it breaks up on the channel. MR, probably like 500, 600 shares on a really cheap stock. But yeah, I'm just taking it slow. I mean, I'm already up $10 or $11 on the day. I've had two trades today. One of them was basically break even. I was up $90, but with commissions, I was probably actually down about $1 on that trade. And then I had a trade where I was up a little bit over $11, I think. And so I'm up about $10 on the day. Happy with that gain. Very small gain, but green day nevertheless. And so taking it slow after that. The only one I'm bummed out I missed was JMEI, just because it was a really pretty chart. And it pushed up really nicely here on the 1 minute. Looked to be pretty reliable. Anytime it had a high of the day break, it actually continued and held. It's a reliable stock, at least today, on JMEI. Yeah, guys, I'm probably done for the day now. I may do a power hour stream. I don't know if I have to go do some business stuff, but I may do a power hour stream. So if you haven't already, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you click the bell next to it, it will alert you every time I go live. So if you want to know if I do a power hour stream, just click the bell and it will alert you if I decide to do it. But if I do it, it will be around 3:30 market time, maybe a little bit earlier, to just look for swing trades and stuff like that. So check that out if you have time. Everybody do me a favor, if you appreciate this content, click the like button right now on this video stream. We definitely appreciate the support, and it does help support us, guys. So we appreciate all the love and support. Good luck if you get into anything else for the rest of the day, and thanks for watching, guys.